6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This one taken just inside the 10. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run for the first time with Hill. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
57, Mike, 57. Now let's get that ball here. Let's get that ball right here.
From the 41, Mahomes. It's caught by Aguilar. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Aguilar has it. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
Yellow. All right, exit. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys. And color. 57 to Mike. 50.
On first down, Mahomes completes it to Aguilar. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this has started.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. He was looking for Tyreek Hill that time, and it's 3rd and short. This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Mahomes going to throw. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. It's Kelsey on the ground. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this crowd loves it as their guys hold on the opening drive. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Tighten up. Check safety. Recon, 157.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
How about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield, and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
Month 56. Month 56.
Throwing here on third down. Darnold gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Trenton Cannon, his first touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive. Mahomes now on first down, eluding the pressure right. Going deep here for Watkins. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Mahomes to throw. Looking again for Watkins, and this time that's complete. The 20, 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things up.
A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Switch gears, switch gears. Check 9, check 9. Check. Lucky. Hey, get him. You draw corkers.
Here's Bell. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check nickel.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run it with Bell. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
Stop your body.
Mahomes now on first down, looking for the end zone, and that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Tyreek Hill with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have it.
And the pressure gets to him again.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he's going to go down again. Jeffrey Simmons. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up 4th down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
34 yards on the return, but for a moment looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
They go play action. Now Mahomes escaping the pressure right. He's going to take a shot. And that is caught by Watkins for a Chief touchdown. Sammy Watkins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Switch. 56. Man, 80. Right there. 56. Right. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Hatchet. Go.
They'll run it with Bell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The Jets on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Darnold now to throw. Open man is Anderson. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Bell stopped up behind the line as he's going to wind up losing a couple here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, people say bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12.
Check, lady. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Mike, 53. 53. Mike, lady. Pick it up. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Say. Watch the twist. Watch the motion.
Darnold from the gun. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Oh, lady. 56. They gonna need some therapy after this. Check. Hot route. Hot. Watch twist. Kill. Lady. Motion.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frank Clark, and the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey. You got three. 3 down. Watch number 5. Shit. 15. Mike, 57. Danny. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. 2, 3. Hey, go gun.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
They can't hang with us. 57. Mike, 57.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. This is caught. Watkins. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first and 10, Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball.
Hey, high 7.
To the air again, Darnold. Goes underneath for Bell.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. He was looking for a Nunwa there. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening,
and a loose football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
Well, he leads the NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl-type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Darnold now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him. 56 to Mike, boys, 56. Check, 56. I smell 56.
Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. And he's got a Nunwa. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
56.
Alpha.
56. Brilliant. Mike 56. Mike 56. You remember me?
A first down throw, Darnold. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Mike 57.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Aguilar. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively,
What do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Attack!
Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Mahomes going to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And they're going to fake it. He wants to throw it here. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Hey, exit.
56, check.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go. Check. Flash now.
A final shot before the break. Darnold into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Mike, 56.
Young lady, keep going, keep going.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Check 20. Man, 80. Check it back.
Man, 80. Buzz.
Motion, check. Shift. 56, the Mike. Check.
Here's Darnold. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Man, 80. Smooth.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's going to float this, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. They'll go with Hill here on first down. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes on a gain of 8.
56. Mike, 57.
Again, they run with Hill. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
The exit. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes flushed out right. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Damian Williams, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point up and through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
56. Mike's 56. I got you. I got you. Red 80. Slam.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Red 80. Alert 3, alert 3. Red 80. Kill. Hey, I got him. That's me.
Here's Darnold. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jeffrey Simmons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack.
56. Let's go, defense. Red 80. Shift. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
3rd and long, it's Darnold.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here we go, 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Here we go. Come on, let's go. Under crunch. Red 80. Check.
Now they are going for it. Darnold, and this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the slats. Watch the slat.
They'll try to get the offense going with Hill. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
I'm coming after you. 50, yellow. 54, right there. Zoom, fellas, let's go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by one more. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Slam. Watch that. Red 80. Yo, 80. 56.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. He'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Hey, Charlie. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's go, Heavy.
Darnold from the gun. Under pressure now, Darnold, and he goes down.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them.
Check, young lady. He's moving, boys, he's moving.
They're going to go. It's Darnold. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way.
Mike 54. We don't want this.
And down to a knee. That's one way to call a play.
A loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Yellow, I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Open man is Hill. He's got it. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Hey, 15. Nice 7, let's go. 54 is Mike, 54 is Mike. Check, watch 54, watch 54. You don't want none, baby, you don't want none.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
Bravo! Watch out. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. I'm coming, baby.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. Let's see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On first down, Moss. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Bell. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Bell. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10. 53 at the Chiefs 41-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 32.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they wanted. And my goodness, another interception. picked by Kendall Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Yellow.
Mahomes will try again on second down, eluding the pressure right. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mahomes' throw complete to his tight end, Kelsey. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes completes it to Aguilar. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
You gonna see me in your nightmare.
Come on now, let's go.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Mike 54.
Attack.
54. Box try. Watch the slip.
Mahomes to throw once more. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The safety, Marcus May, in there on the coverage. A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Don't let him breathe. Play that tight deep. Don't let him breathe.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a jet touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football, because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Let's go.
Yellow. Watch your line.
Let's go, D.
On 1st down, Mahomes out to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw, it's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in. Now Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. It's Kelsey on the ground. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now it's Mahomes again. This is caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Chiefs, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.